Kaizer Chiefs cement that place in the top 3 finish this season after coming number 9 last season and trashing, or not trashing, Kaizer Chiefs 2 Kukune 0. Welcome to Amakosi Corner on the Soccer Huddle. Look, I think we can all say that we can all agree that Kaizer Chiefs this season that's number 3. Look, 2 games left to play. Unless if something drastically happened, then I think Chiefs we are there. I think we yesterday's match just cemented. Hey, guys, sorry man, just fixing this thing. Okay, there we go. Yeah, yesterday's match just cemented our league position. If you look at it, we've got 51 points, and Amazulu got 44, and Skukunev got 42 with 2 games left to play. I don't think they're catching us. 6 points? No one's catching us. So yeah, Kaizer Chiefs will finish this 2025-2026 Betway Premiership in the top 3 and qualify for the Caf Champions League. You look at yesterday's game, man. You know what? I think for the first time in a while, and I think finally maybe the coaches are getting it. The co-coaches are getting it. Both Coach Ben and both Coach Kaizer, that sometimes you don't have to change it. What works. You look at our centre back pairing. Like, I think this maybe it's like our 3rd game in a row that we're playing this, or the 2nd game in a row. We're playing the same centre back pairing, and I think that gives confidence into the players. Like, we are playing, the chemistry grows as well. You look, Mnyani, Msimango, Aiden, and Cross. I think for now, for me personally, I think that is our best back 4. Just by my opinion. You can have your say, but I think that's. And I heard someone say Msimango is slow, Aiden is a mistake to happen. I like, no, guys. For me, I think Aiden, that's why I said he deserves a shout to go to the World Cup. Not as a starter, but as a backup player or as a player to go and learn. I think before I continue, and people, you can clip me up, I think there's 3 players for me personal Kaizer Chiefs that deserve a shout at the Bafana squad to the World Cup. I think Peterson this season has been exceptional. Look, I'm not a fan of Peterson, and I still think we can do better. But for the now and now, I think he's the best that we have currently Kaizer Chiefs. He can still improve, but the improvement that he's done this season, he's impressed me as well. So I think he deserves a shout out to go to the World Cup. You look at Cross as well. I think he deserves to go to the World Cup, guys. Like, I remember in the beginning of the season, yes, it was even substituted. First half, he was even crying, but to pull himself out of that and to come back and to give us these performances week in, week out. I said Cross for me has also improved for Kaizer Chiefs, and he deserves, like, he's the most underrated player in the whole of PSL, I think. And he deserves a shout as well to go to the World Cup. And I think Aiden as well, as I mentioned before, I think he deserves a shout, not as a starter, but as a backup or to gain. He's still young. So, he's still young. But I think he deserves a shout. He's also been consistent for Kaizer Chiefs. Look at the games that we've been struggling at the back. I know he's got mistakes on but he's still young. He can still learn. He's still young. He can still learn from the likes of Bo. I don't know who's going now. Look at him, Bogazi. Look at him, Bogazi. As well. So now for me, those 3 deserve a shout to go to World Cup, but we're not there. So we speak about yesterday's game. Look, the back 4 was solid, as I said, and you look at the midfield. We played with Mteto. We played with Mojere and Serena's a 10. You look, see, I think for me, personally, I think Serena's time at Kaizer Chiefs has come to an end, guys. I might be the only one. I think you look at the game here, Sundowns as well. I don't like him when we play with Sundowns. I don't like him. I don't. I said, has not in the second half when we took on obviously best wishes to him. I said, this guy he's a yellow card waiting to happen. I am definitely sure Meshokas feel as a yellow card, especially against Sundowns. It happens almost but against Sundowns, he's got that thing he wants to prove himself against Sundowns, that they mistreated him and all this, and he's a yellow card waiting to happen, and that's what happened. So I don't know, but you look at his performances as well against Sundowns yesterday. I was not impressed. I don't think he's guys. I think his time is done. You look at Ulilepo. Without a doubt, Without a doubt, without a doubt, he's a player of the season for Kaizer Chiefs. He's a player of the season, without a doubt. Obviously, there's other people who deserve shout out, but the thing that upsets me the most about Lilip is his decision making sometimes. Yesterday, look at the cross that he did. Tlalagawafile scored the cross for the goal, for the first goal. Take on your player, beat the player, cross the ball. So that is I think if you play football at the lowest level, that's what they teach you as a winger. That's like 101 being a winger. You beat your player and then you cross the ball. Hard and low or loop it or it doesn't matter. Cross the ball. And I think that's what he did. But you look at in other instances where he likes to carry the ball, over dribbling, and he loses possession, or he sometimes chooses that he wants to shoot. And look, we know we've got the quality, but sometimes simplify your game. Simplify your game. You minus your player, you cross. You minus your player, you pass. That's it. You simplify your game and you get better. Yes, there's instances where you like, okay, now I feel like I can just manage one or two players and then shoot. And that's what we love about him. He's got a right foot that is so nice, that is so powerful, that he can score from anywhere. But also, he needs to work on his target. He needs to work on his accuracy, because look at some of his shots. Guys, anyway, after that, we look at Silva's performance yesterday. Not the best. But I've always said that for me, Silva, Chiefs, especially Chiefs, he's our number 9 that we need. He need to start games. This thing of putting Lilepo there on 9, it doesn't work. Look, I didn't do the not the preview. I didn't do the match reaction of the game against Sun. Somebody cannot be our only option on that wing, guys. We've got Mfundo, Velabayo, Batman. Like, I'm not saying they're the best of the best, but they deserve a chance, guys. Mojere has given us nothing the whole season. He's only scored 1 goal. 1 goal. No, guys. Something needs to change. But you look at funny enough, I was speaking about Maurice the other day. I'm like, is he still playing for Kaizer Chiefs? He comes from the bench and he scores that crucial goal that gives us the lead against Skukune. Look, I don't know what's the future, Maurice, because I've been asking for him. Where is he? It's the same with is it Akbara or Ukabara? I think he's injured. He's been injured like the whole season. Where's Mojere as well, guys? You know, there's players for Kaizer Chiefs that we have, but we haven't seen them. We don't know what happened to them. Are they still injured? Are they not match fit? What's going on? Who's Singa? Where's Singa? But anyways, look, and obviously Mfundo finishes off with the penalty, a goal from the spot. Look, guys, it wasn't a clinical win for Kaizer Chiefs, but a win nevertheless. That cements our third. Now, the difficult conversation that we must have, I think will be a separate video for this. Have the coaches done enough to stay? Have the two coaches, Coach Ben and Coach Kaizer, done enough to convince us or to convince the management? I know for the management it's cheaper, but for us, have they done enough to convince us that they can lead us into this promised land? I know people will speak about, yes, but it's a huge improvement for Kaizer Chiefs. Last season we came 9th. This season we came 3rd. Yes, so we cannot argue. Those are facts. One can come and argue, but last season we won the backup. One can argue. One can argue as well that this season they sacrificed the Nedbank Cup for the Caf, which they also lost. It's argument, it's fact. And let's have them in a different and separate video. But for now, congratulations to both coaches for finishing 3rd. I think Kaizer Chiefs, the last time we finished 3rd was, I think, Muidenhof, if I'm not mistaken, or Atazwane 4th. Yes. So congratulations to both coaches. They've done well for themselves. And even if they cannot get the Kaizer Chiefs job, they can go get a job somewhere else, because they've proven, even in the Bedway Premiership, that they can get to 3rd position and fight next season, or maybe fight for the title. But it's a separate video again. But yeah, a 2-0 win against Kukune, who over the years but a win nevertheless. Yeah, we march on. Next season we are back on Africa's second biggest stage, which is the Caf Confederations Cup. Let me know what you think, man. What you made of the performance? What you've made of Kaizer Chiefs in the whole season? What you've made of it? And me, we're good. Until we meet again, remember prevention is better than cure. Don't risk it unless it's worth it. I'm a Kosi. I'm a